7 Gaming. I'm your host, Club Dragon. And we're going to do the Outer Worlds instead. And we'll
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
shit, melee damage, good. Carrying capacity, yeah.
You are going to paint this system red, my friend. You had a hand in everyone's pocket. No missing fingers? You are good at your job.
Let's see. Now make them pink, we'll make them red. I think we'll do the better blood juice. Actually, that was kind of cool. I just want to do like a crazy sort of thing for it. Now I want to make him look really funny. Yeah, that'll do. Please have a good shade of blue. Really? That looks... That's the closest I'm going to get to a blue. That's annoying. Yeah, we're having none of that one. Make him look like that, that's fine. Yeah, we'll name him Dragon Star. Yeah, that's fine.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
There we go. Right, so now this should run smoothly.
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump. Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck. Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. I'm All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah. Is what really what I want to do, but I'll be careful because I don't do too much of it. Does he have a gun? Gimme. Damn it, he doesn't. What's that? Nope. What in the heck?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Give me a minute. I'm just gonna just quickly turn the camera down a bit. There we go. That was manageable.
You, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
I really would have just... I'm not going to be cruel to him.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Nah, I saved him. I'm not going to be mean to him. Whoa. Ah, okay. I could pop one in the head there. No, how do I go about doing this? Ah. Oh! That didn't work. Now that was fun. Marauder. Is there a marauder up there? I want to kind of see if I can stealth them. But I don't want to stealth them. Because it looks like they're too close together.
What in the blazes? Where'd you come from?
Shh.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense.
Doubt
I
it.
just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns the ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Got it.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience. I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
I want to shoot her. Right, what do we want to... Points directly to inspiration and determination. Let's see. Well, I'd want a hand-to-hand melee. One to that. One to that. One to that. One to that. Done melee, done... okay. There we go.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification,
I have no mods for that one. Wonder what's up here? I've never actually properly looked around at this shit before.
the ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
There we go.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Oh! Yeah, take it. Go. Oh, that was fun. Faction changing. Oh shit. Wait. I accidentally didn't kill the rest of it. No. Okay. I'll explore a bit more after. Nope, should be clear of these guys.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Thanks, don't open fire on me, I'm fine. Nice. Trespassing frowned upon. Avoid being seen in these activities. Okay. Is there a back door anywhere? Bypass thing.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Okay. Barber shop. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. Oh wow. I'm just gonna leave him there. General store, I can sell some stuff.
Have your rations yet?
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
I need the light ammo.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Music to my ears. Spacer's choice. The brand of choice for Spacers on a budget.
Oh, so that's a point.
Music to my ears.
Do I have enough for it though? I don't have it. Town leaders in here. I don't need the heavy. Vending machines.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with us. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
You've gained a companion. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, so let's... Thing is, I've done a bit of this before on Xbox, where I've done this, and I know there's different ways about how it can go.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Right, that's the way out of town. Let's go talk to... what's his face?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay, we'll search for his book as well, and I think it's this way we're going to go and sit. Wait one more. Now comes the power. Right, is that where I'm... No. Possibly? I have no idea. Yeah, Emerald Vale. Should have gone out the other door. But it should be over there. Let's quickly run over here, out the way. Just to avoid them for the time being. Because what we want to do is head all the way over here. And then we can get the book on the way back, I think. Possibly. No, it's not with a quest up. Let's have a look-see. Right, now we've got to be careful.
Not a peep for me.
Yank. Over gecko. Nice.
Nice.
Let's just quickly run up there and just double check everything.
That's clever.
Huh. Melee, range, defense, dialogue, stealth, tech, leadership. Right, that. there's another way in.
What's that noise?
Here they come!
Hear that?
Let's retry that again. Oh, why has it done that to me? There. Come on. That's that resident. No, I'm not going in there yet. Double check everything.
Hey, that's impressive.
At least no one owns over it. Right, let's go and see if we can actually convince these. Oh no. I'm just going to save this here a minute. And just keep it paused a moment. Just back in a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. Yeah, go ahead and ignore the lady.
Oh, gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Is there a computer system? Yes, there is. I want to hijack it. What do we reckon, guys? Do we reckon I take power from this place and put it to the town, or should I give this place power and take it from it? Go take power from there and put it back into Edgewater. It could cause issues.
Around in here.
Nice grenade launcher.
Oh, searching for Arnold.
That could have gone a bit better, but you know.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Incoming!
Security patrol finished. Unable to take pain. Target blocked.
Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to them?
They'll probably go extinct, won't they?
No, just leave me alone.
Great work. Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt,
Where is Higgins?
No, just leave me alone. No, just leave me alone. No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Go away, Phantom. No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna critic, Aetherwave personality, chairman of the board, galactic defender, Sisty Pig tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the Mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
This guy is literally...
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the Mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Great, now we have access to cause chaos. Up on the floor.
Unexpected no.
That's not good. Damn it. That's not good. Use open. Quickly as you like.
Security patrol.
Oh. Why's that not firing? Why it's not firing? No. Assault rifle heavy.
Performing pilot areas.
Nope, wrong way. Open. Seal. I'm not in combat though, I've escaped him. Now I'm in combat. Oh, where? Right. Now then. So I need heavy ammo for some of these bots. There.
Systems with.
Here they come!
That plan didn't work, did it? Right, so the robots went on a killing rampage spree, which then means
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I just want to double check something, because You know what? I'm ready to make the decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna redirect the power. 460 fellows detected highlight. Continue. I feel bad for doing that. Right, let's go get a thing that we need. I feel bad for taking it off of her, like the power off of her, but I have a plan.
Okay, gone quiet.
Well, that's gonna be bad.
System alert. Investigating.
Right, let's take all that. I feel bad for taking all the power out of them, but any more heavy?
Processing. Security patrol.
Oh, she had that one coming. And that's how you do that. Right, disarm security fences. And let the Marauders take them. And then let's go claim our power back. Because I have an idea. I really want to do. It's a fun idea that I really like. It's got to hope these guys don't decide to try and take the heck. They're going to try and kill me? No, they're not. Okay, that's fine. Don't do it.
Oh,
Whatever.
Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Nice.
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. Would you? I'd be grateful. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Right.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been weighing on me. Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Hell's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Right. So... How comes power? There's a quest over... That's the for the power one. Okay. Right, so they need answers, don't they? No, where's Sue's place? Where's that regulator? Give me it. Right, I'm just gonna do a few quests first. That has to be over here. Right, let's go find Zoe first, and then we'll work on the engineer one.
Got it. Inside voices.
Huh?
Shit. Oh.
I don't know anybody.
What the That's bad. Oh. Damn it. Really? They're giving a chance to breathe in this fucking place just for a few minutes. So I can heal. I'll be fine. What the f... Right, that's BS. And why is it respawning me here?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
There's no way it's got that accurate. Oh. How?
You crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. Ever consider the Marauder life? It's pretty sweet. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. Please don't hurt me! Don't mess with me.
If you can't persuade them, you shoot them. Oh shit, here I go. You know, it's a terrible thing that happened to Zoe. The Marauders just obliterated her. Time to go tell Grace the bad news.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. You want to expand on that? I could do without the mental portrait. You better not be spinning me a story.
I'm definitely not spinning the story.
Yeah, that belonged to her well enough. Guess there's no arguing with you. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
We'll follow her back if she... Okay, right, let's go get these guys back to town. It's really sad what happened to Zoe. Can't believe we didn't get there in time before the Marauders got to her. At least got paid for it. Well, that plan went out the window, didn't it? Shit. Where's that? Oh. Please. Fucking move. Oh my god, it would help if she would actually take care of the guy. Seriously? Come here. Come here. Okay. Really? There is no way. Shit. That's now twice I've done that. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh, you finally got them all. Jesus, you took a time doing that, didn't you? Shit. Yeah, it goes. Got him. Right, let's head back to town. Those things are evil. I need a workbench.
about Wilson? Just between us, Wilson deserted.
Oh, where was this shop now? It was down here somewhere, wasn't it?
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Had your rations yet?
So,
I'm not allowed in here.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Music to my ears.
Something got you down?
Yeah. Let's see if I can convince him.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Did he seriously just call me?
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company and not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So, Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. No, I don't expect you to do any such thing. Edgewater is my own responsibility, and you have done quite enough for me already. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
You know, I really did want to kill him. But he's got 2 guards.
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
How to do this in such a way where I can... I kind of really want to. I've got an...
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they care much for me. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. Thomas always listened to me. Never said I was odd, never tried to... I just want to think of him like that. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Oh, should I kill him? Should I do it? What's he got there? Oh, it's just his suit. Oh. That guy's put down his gun. That guy hasn't. You want to try it? Should I do it? It's corporate. Requires Reed's key to use. Do I need to do this? I'm just going to camp out here a minute. I'm going to pause it a minute and I'm going to see what people say. Right, what do you reckon, guys? Do you think I should?
put that away. You're making me nervous.
No. Am I actually alive? Yeah, I am. Do you reckon I should shoot him? Should we end this with me shooting him? And then go back to Adelaide? I don't know what to do. I really want to shoot him. Sack it, I'm just going to shoot him.
Are you out of your mind?
No,
You just killed him.
I know.
Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss? I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
And technically you shot him as well. Huh. I have... Oh, I'll take that as well. Yoink. Yoink. Anything else worth stealing? Or looting? Technically, if I shoot the whole town up, I can just get everything out of the town. Ooh. Idea. Man, I love being evil. Uh-oh, they're all waiting for me. Are they actually all waiting for me? They are. Just go out the door and don't bother me. Yoink. Nothing to see here, just an honest worker patrolling the office. And checking every part of the vicinity for anything that could be used. Like that. Well, they're not exactly too mad at me. Oh, can I take that as well? Should I? I feel bad for him. Time to return back to what's the doodle's face and tell her the good news.
Incoming!
What? Oh shit. Really? And I was willing to let him live. Move out the way. Shit. Eh. Wait, I can go on a looting spree, can't I?
Please don't hurt me!
You're fine. Yeah, you're safe.
Something's not right.
Shit. Well, hey. Don't even try that. Look. This town is monsters. Who else wants to stand up for nothing? Okay, at least she's on my side.
This'll be quick. Please.
I'll go. I'll take that. Oh, I'm in combat still. Okay. Who? Where? Want him. Yank.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it's still. Get ready.
Shit. Oh. Seriously? To freedom. Yeah, let's go. Wrong way.
Okay, gone quiet.
Now we'll leave peacefully, I think. Yeah, we're safe. Let's just go over here and tell Adelaide the good news.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Odd says no friendly. Oh wait, no, I found it.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. The snake's come back. You have a peculiar comfort with violence.
Of course I do.
Off my garden, gunning down Reed Thompson.
Yeah.
Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies.
And some fresh
Need
ones.
some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
If she starts opening fire on me, I am gonna full on shoot her in the back of the head. Alright, now I can go fix my ship. Let's head back to the ship. Oh, that can't be good. Uh-oh. Ow. From what? Oh shit. I've got a behemoth. Damn it. Get up. And... Oh, hey. Shit. Oh. Got it. Jeez, they're vicious. Oh. Back to the ship. Shit, I forgot there's these guys. Dodge. Make a run for it. Quickly reload a minute. Got one.
Everyone all right?
That made stuff a bit easier. Let's just head. Oh.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I really want to just shoot a button. Nah. Let's just be nice.
You're fast.
Let's just quickly plunk this in. Let's just have a quick run around. Nice. Let's go talk to the robot.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker.
She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Let's go get whatever it is we need.
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
Right, let's head to the terminal. And let's put the melee.
We've arrived after the Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Mm-hmm.
Okay, this will be a perfect ending point. I have to talk to her.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I'm gonna save it here. I'm also gonna end the stream here. After this. So I'll head back to the main menu. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this impromptu stream from, well, pretty much being caught a bit longer because of technical issues in the last one I tried doing. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to hit please remember to follow the channel as well as hit the bell notification icon to get notified when I go live. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.